So all substances do not sublime. There are certain substances only which are sublimable. So what are they? You know that camphor, which is kapoor, is sublimable. Mothballs or naphthalene ball, ammonium chloride is sublimable. It can sublime. So why is that certain substances only sublime and not all substances sublime? If you take ice and if you keep it in open or you heat it, it will not directly be converted to gas. It will have to undergo the liquid phase. Only then it will get converted to gaseous state. So why is that ice is not getting converted to gaseous state, but if you keep ammonium chloride or if you heat camphor, it will get directly converted to gaseous state? It is because the intermolecular force between the particles. The intermolecular force between the particles of ice is very strong, so it cannot be directly converted to gaseous state. But a naphthalene ball or a moth ball will be directly converted to gaseous state upon heating because of weaker intermolecular force. So even upon less heating or even at room temperature, the particles they get enough energy to move away from one another and they directly get converted to the gaseous state. Now coming back to the next process, gases. Now you can see that gases upon cooling will get converted to liquid, and this process is known as condensation. And liquid, when they are cooled, they get converted to solid, and the process is known as freezing. Many times gases are also directly converted to solid, like if we talk about vapors of iodine. Even iodine is sublimable. Vapors of iodine upon cooling will get directly converted to solid state, and the process is known as deposition. So ammonium chloride vapors can be deposited, camphor vapors can be deposited, naphthalene ball vapors can be deposited in the form of solid upon cooling. Now, another thing that you have to keep in mind over here is that when you move from left to right, that is from solid to liquid and liquid to gas, both these processes or all the three processes are endothermic. Solid gets converted to liquid upon absorption of energy. Liquid gets converted to gas upon absorption of heat energy, and same is the process with the sublimation. Sublimation also takes place upon absorption of energy, and any process that takes place upon absorption of energy is known as an endothermic process. Endo, that means absorption of, thermic means heat, so endothermic process. Now the vice versa is also true. When you move from right towards left hand side, whether it's condensation, freezing or deposition, all these occur upon evolution of heat, and evolution of heat in such type of physical processes are known as exothermic process. That means heat is liberated, the extra heat is given out and the particles come closer in the form of liquid, and upon again more of heat is given out, then it forms solid. Again, as I have told you, moving towards right, all processes are endothermic and vice versa. Now we come to the next topic, which is classification of matter. Now we have studied about matter, what is matter, and what are the three physical states in which matter can exist. Now we come to the next topic, which is classification of matter. So this also you had studied in class 9th, matter. So matter can be classified as pure substance or impure substance. Impure substances are also known as mixture. Now what is the basis of this classification? The basis of the classification is the composition. If a substance has a fixed composition always, it is known as pure substance, and if it has variable composition, it is known as mixture. So mixture are of two types, homogeneous mixture and heterogeneous mixture. Similarly, pure substances can be also of two types, elements and compound. Again, elements can be classified as atoms and molecules. Now let us continue our discussion with homogeneous mixture. So those mixtures which have uniform composition and properties throughout the bulk are known as homogeneous mixture. I repeat again, those mixtures which have uniform composition and properties throughout the bulk are known as homogeneous mixture. Example, sugar solution. I'll be demonstrating it now. What is a homogeneous mixture? Now the next one is heterogeneous mixture. Those mixtures which do not have uniform composition and properties throughout the bulk are known as heterogeneous mixture. I repeat it, those mixtures which do not have uniform composition and properties throughout the bulk are known as heterogeneous mixture. Now what do you mean by uniform composition and properties throughout the bulk? I'm going to demonstrate you this part. What do you mean by that? I've taken the example as rice and pulses, so I will be demonstrating you what it is. So I have kept some things already arranged. I have a plate of sugar. I have a plate filled with rice and pulses, that is arhar dal I have taken, and I have some water over here. And in this way I will be demonstrating you what is pure substance and what are impure substances. So see, another thing, let me continue with a little bit more and then I'll demonstrate it.